10 toes behind Jesus. 10 toes behind Jesus. 10 toes behind Jesus. I started 10 toes. You know how it go. Used to have waves, now I wear a big nappy fro. Then I fell down. Couldn't believe it until I stood up 10 toes behind Jesus.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of 10 Toes Behind Jesus podcast. It's Britley, and I hope you guys had a great week. And we're all back here just to talk about Jesus for a little bit. Today's episode, boom, boom, boom. 5 things I wouldn't do as a Christian. So we about to get deep into my 5 things. Now, everyone's 5 things may be different depending on you know yourself now, and I know myself. So let's see. I'm just kidding. But so there's a trend, right, going around. I've only seen it on TikTok. Yeah, I've only seen it on TikTok, and it's like 5 things I wouldn't do and it's like someone's like profession. So it'd be like, excuse me, it'd be like 5 things I would never do as a doctor, or 5 things I would never do as a brain surgeon. Okay, I actually never seen that one. That would be cool though. But basically, he's just saying like, since they've been working in this field, they see a lot of stuff, and so after for everything they've seen, like what the top 5 things they would never do, and I'm like, you know what? Let me do that. But mine is a bit different because I've always believed in God. I've always followed God. Yet, I have not always been 10 toes. Woo! That was off the dome, y'all. That was off the dome. I've not always been 10 toes. Now, as human beings with flesh, technically, it is impossible to fully be 10 toes because of our flesh. Like, if we was really 10 toes, like, it would just be like our spirit, you know what I'm saying? Our soul. But due to flesh, we fail sometimes. We sin, y'all. But I'm yeah, anyway. so but like I said, so my 5 things, like, in the past would definitely not be the same 5 things because I wasn't as deeply rooted. My faith wasn't as strong. Obviously, you can always increase your faith. Like, you'll never get to a point where you're like, okay, I feel like I'm at my max, I'm at my peak. Like, yeah, we're always continuing to grow. But my 5 is it has changed. And so I made a TikTok and I did 5 things I wouldn't do as a Christian. Right. And it was cool. I got some little feedbacks. I'm gonna explain that though. Actually, I should probably pull it up so I can know the exact question that someone asked. So let me go through my 5 things first, and then we're gonna get into the question that a few people asked. So this is the TikTok. 5 things I would never do. 5 things I would never do again. Oh, I put never do again, girl. Good job. So number 1 is, I said I would never listen to negative or violent music. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about me. That, first of all, music carries spirits. Like, y'all, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, music carries spirits. Like just how music can change your mood. It can make you happy, like a happy song. A sad song, it can make you sad. Violent songs, like, it can make you want to, like, break something. You know what I'm saying? And that actually was my experience. I would listen to, like, violent music, and it would, like, make me feel like I could relate. Like, no, I cannot relate to you rappers, like, at all. Not even, like, in any kind of sense. But I literally would be feeling like, man, like, that's me. And it's like, no, it's not. So it literally started, like, affecting and changing, like, the way that I would think and, like, go about things just from, like, music. And it's not coincidental. Like, Satan was the, like, angel of music. Like, you know? So he gon' first of all, he gonna come in any way he can, but through music. And it's to a point where we just are like, music makes the world go around, music this, music that. And we just gotta watch it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, like, be very, very careful of the music. And sometimes, even if you don't even know, like, what they're saying or the meanings they're saying and the reason behind it, the enemy don't care if you know or not. He gonna use that to his advantage. It's actually better for him if you don't know what you're listening to. You don't know what the lyrics mean. Like, okay. So for me, and I went through a time, even now this is how no the music, you gotta just watch it. Because when I was in my backsliding state, I literally knew enough that I could not listen to NBA Youngboy. And I went to LSU, so that's like they person there. So always hearing NBA Youngboy. But it got to a point where I was like, I don't really think I can listen to this anymore because it's really, like, changing how I feel. Like, now it's like, okay, now I'm low-key kind of depressed right now. And you know what I'm saying? So it got to that. So I'm like, Brittany, if you was not even 10 toes behind Jesus, knowing that, like, you can't listen to this person, now you know. So that is my first out of the 5. No. Okay. Moving on to number 2. I said violent, cussing, sexual, especially sexual. Okay, 2 is I would never go to the bar or club ever again. And I put unless it's for business because that is a thing, and I can explain it here too. But my main reason for never going to a bar or club, and for one, and I think the biggest, well, this, I guess, opinionated, the biggest reason not is because someone could see you there, and because they see you there, they will think that it is okay for them to be there. And just honestly speaking, y'all, that is not okay. If we're 10 toes behind Jesus, if we're serious about our walk with God, we either gonna be for God or not. And so going to the bar and club, like, I can't even think of one thing that is representing God in any of that scene, that setting, like any of that, like nothing. So that is of the world. So yeah, so it's not even one thing. I mean, there's music playing, dancing, drinking. Not godly music. Not godly music. So it's like, so for one, like, what you there for though? And so someone said, Jesus. Oh, this is why I got my phone out. So to that, someone said, of course it's going slow. I don't want to paraphrase. I want to say exactly what she said. Okay. Number 2 is interesting. I hear you. But Jesus didn't avoid bad places. He stepped into them and was a light among the darkness. Okay. Like, I agree with that. Jesus did not avoid bad places. But you're saying that as in, we're trying to be like Jesus, so we shouldn't avoid bad places. Okay, so this is my thing. Jesus, when he went in those bad places, he drew those people to be like him, not the other way around. So you going to the club, right? But you acting like everybody in the club. So my thing is this: are you influencing them, or are they influencing you? Because Jesus, he wasn't getting influenced. Everyone he went around wanted to be like him. So we gotta make sure, if we're gonna say that, okay, I'm going to the club because, what's your reason for going? If your reason for going is to witness to people and talk about Jesus, tell people about Jesus, okay. But if you just saying, no, well, I'm gonna go, I can't just avoid it because it's bad people and that, and I'm not even saying it's bad people there. And it's bad people there. So I think it's very, and that is a good question, because we will trick ourselves into doing stuff so many times, and that right there is a trick from the enemy to get you to go there. So he's gonna put in your mind, okay, let's go to the club. Like, we're not gonna do nothing everyone else is doing. We're gonna go there and just, if we talk to someone, we'll talk about, like, God, this and that, this and that. Okay, so the enemy gets you to go, right? Then as you get there, you like, okay, well, I'm not about to do that. Like, nobody, like, everybody's dancing, everybody's drinking, like, I'm gonna look weird if I don't do it, or if I just like stand here looking weird. And then boom, it's a setup, y'all. It's a setup. And so, yeah, and like, Jesus was the light, so he went in this place being the light amongst darkness. You going to the club, you not being a light, you blending in with the darkness. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So that's that on that. Biggest thing I can say is, like, don't trick yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow not even you tricking yourself. Don't allow the enemy to trick you, because that's all he wants to do, y'all. He's not cool. So I said, if you're going out to be a light, that's good. But y'all blending in with the darkness. Boom. And not even y'all, like, that was me too. Look, no shame here, y'all. We all been through it. Maybe not we all, but I've been through it, okay? Sorry, I just read it. Alright, turn up. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I meant to talk about unless it's for business. Now, that's more on the bar side. Personally, I have actually been to like a bar, or kind of like a I guess like a nightlife event, and it's like a networking social event, trying to meet people, network with them, boom boom. But even then, like, some stuff, you just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful. Um, okay, moving on to number 3. Ooh, excuse me. I would never date anyone that doesn't have the same beliefs as me. This one, if you are 10 toes behind Jesus, you will know it just will not work. It just will not work. And for me, like, I literally, like, love going to church. I feel like someone was like, you acting like you can't miss one Sunday. I can't. Like, I literally can't. I can't miss one Sunday. Like, I can't. So it's just like having a partner that feels the same way is better for you, like, than you would think. Like, it's better for you more than you know. And I mean, at first it's like, it's cool, like, I can just go to church, they can just stay at home, boom boom. But after a while, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And someone said, what if you're married? No, what if, like, in the midst of marriage, like, the other person, like, stops believing in God? And I was like, look, I just don't have the knowledge nor experience nor anything to answer that question. So yes, I felt bad for that person. Yeah, so that was 3. And I'm over here saying I wouldn't even talk to anyone. I mean, like, how people say, like, they talk and they in the talking phase. That's what I mean. Not like I'm only gonna talk, like, literally talk to persons. Like, no, that's kind of crazy. Ooh, 4. I think I'm gonna do a whole podcast topic on this. Before I said I would never miss church for like, I think I put like like 3 weeks or like 4 weeks in a row. But what I'm saying is like getting in the habit of missing church. Obviously, if you're out of town, like, okay, but another thing that like can happen, and you would say that would never happen to me, but y'all, it would happen. Like, you miss a couple Sundays, then that third Sunday, you like, well, you know what? I watched it online and it wasn't bad. And also, like, I don't want to miss my friends. Like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, so I'm gonna just watch it online again. Then the next week comes and it's like, I've been watching online so much, like I might as well just. And so you just keep on like, oh, well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But when you're consistently going to church, you're consistently getting refilled. So as in you're leaving there like, oh, that was so good, I need to go again. So but after so many misses, you're not really getting refilled, and like that desire literally can't go away. When you are born again, you're literally starting out as a little kid, right? And if you don't feed a kid, first of all, not only is it not gonna grow, it's gonna die, or not even get. As you grow up, maybe like if you don't eat, if you don't feed yourself, you're going to die. So if you don't feed your spirit, it's going to die. And so a lot of people that have like walked away, they're like, well, I just don't feel nothing, or like, you know, I'm trying, but I don't feel nothing. And it's like, you're not feeding your spirit. So you're not going to feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like God's spirit is not going to dwell in a place that does not want him to be there. So, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so that is number 4. So never miss church. Like you'll just get in a habit and telling yourself it's all good. Ooh, this last one. Y'all. This last one, y'all gonna learn a lot about not about yourself, but you gonna learn a lot about the intentions of other people through this 5th thing. So I said the 5th thing I would not do again as a Christian is post like revealing pictures on Instagram, like revealing like skin, a lot of skin showing, and boom boom. So I never was in that business of like, you know, like behind, you know, booty pics and all this stuff, like, you know, kind of like teasers or whatever. But I did have bikini pictures, like bikini mirror pictures on Instagram. And, you know, I've been an athlete all my life. Spandex. Yeah, so stop that, because people sometimes will approach you off of those pictures, and y'all know what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And so, for one, it doesn't represent God. That's for one, okay? And for two, it already like prevents and stops those relationships or all that temptation that's coming on the other side of that. And so, and I've noticed like within this year, just like my social media presence, the people that approach me, it is completely different. Like it's almost like I don't even know, but it's just like extremely, it's kind of funny to me, but it's just crazy. And it's such a blessing, honestly, because like I don't want anyone whose intentions are already bad from the jump. So it really helps and protects you more than you think. So yeah, those are my top 5 things I would never do again as a Christian. So I would love to stir up a big discussion, a big topic. Let me know in the comments what you think about my 5. Let me know some in your 5 or your all 5. I'm reading all comments. Like let's chop it up. Let's see like, you know, did I miss anything that's like really important? But like I said, these are like personal, your temptations, if not, pray to God he reveal those to you. I know my temptations, and so look, if we know we tempted to something, we don't go around it. Just. So yeah, I would love to know y'all's five. Let me know what you think about mine. And that is the end of podcast number 2. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, like this video, show love, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and click that link and see if there's any merch you like, love, and don't forget, just stay to what am I saying? Don't forget to stay 10 toes behind Jesus. I love you guys, and I will see you all next week. Bye.